Okay, I will go first. My character's name is Loxus. He is a Tabaxi of the Raven, Warlock of the Raven Queen. He is just completely black panther with green eyes, classic slit cat eyes. He's very silent. He has a crossbow on his hip, and he doesn't seem to brandish any other weapons.
My character's name is Calypso. She's a female Arrogantsi rogue. She has a pale blue skin, white wispy hair that flows around her, and haunting dark green emerald eyes. She wears a long black coat to hide most of her appearance, though every time she steps, it seems winds are blowing underneath her feet, carrying her softly.
I am a desert brown kitsune with two tails, bard. Bard of Whispers, to be exact. She has a lute on her back and a rapier on her hip. A cloak that is a little bit too big for her and hides most of her face.
Okay, name?
Rika.
Rika?
K.A.
With a K-A, correct?
Okay.
And then Calypso's with a K or a C?
Calypso is with a C.
And Loxus, alright, just tell me how to spell that. There are so many ways that could be spelled.
Loksus.
Cool. I had an X. Alright, Loksus. Perfect. Making some notes here. Perfect, thank you. So you approach the Disney castle, and there are two goblins just kind of standing outside keeping guard. What is your plan?
Do we attack?
It's your choice. You go.
I'm gonna roll perception and see if there's like any way around, or even just like if there's any either around or a way to kind of like get them away from the post area. So let me.
Okay.
Woo!
That was loud. Nice.
Very loud.
A 21. Alright, with a 21, you discover it's just like the castle itself, so I believe there's the bridge that's leading up to it. So they're kind of keeping it pretty close. They're kind of keeping at the gate area, keeping that specific area nice and protected. There are obviously lots of windows throughout the building. And there's the towers and spires and everything.
Can I use my disguise kit to create myself a disguise to look like a goblin and lie my way through?
You may certainly try. So roll a performance check on your disguise with your disguise kit. So with proficiency because it's your disguise kit.
That'll be 13.
13 you said?
Yes.
Awesome. So with a 13, you apply your makeup and everything. You get the greenish skin. You get your ears a different kind of pointy as you need. And how tall is your character?
She's 5'1".
5'1". Okay, so little on the tall end of goblins, but okay. So you have you disguise yourself with your disguise kit. What's the plan? What else do you plan on doing?
I'm gonna go walk up to them and talk to them and tell them that I'm here for the next guard patrol and that it's their time to take their breaks.
Certainly. So let's take a look here. Okay. They look at you a little crosswise. Just, what do you mean? you're here to take our breaks? Go ahead and roll a deception check.
That would be a natural 1. Total of 4.
Total of 4. One of them...
I'm here to...
What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm here to take a break for you, so you can go and relax and keep an eye on them, you know?
Okay. So the one on the left side, if you're facing the door, the one on the left side just kind of nods and like, okay, I can do that. There, just hands you his scimitar, and just gives it to you, hands it over to you, and just says, "Here, you can take my post." The other one, however, just kind of puts a hand on the first one's shoulder. Wait a minute. Something's a bit weird. Our shifts aren't over for another hour.
Well, I was done at my other post and thought I could go ahead and let you guys go because I was let go on the other side as well. So why not return a favor?
What post were you at?
The one on the west side of
The west post. Roll a deception check again.
that is a 7, total of 10.
Alright. Huh. And, okay, so from the West Post, eh? And, what's your name then?
Oh, you know, is that important at the moment? We're all guards here just doing their job, but if you must really know, it's Gypsy.
Okay, go ahead and roll one more time. Let's get another one for this. Okay, never mind, they pass. You pass. It doesn't matter what you rolled. They rolled a 0 and a 2. I'm fairly certain you have at least proficiency in those. One of them begins to question the fact that, or puts on a little bit of a questioning face that, our names probably really don't matter, do they? The other one, alright, you can take his post. The one that is kind of just like questioning everything at this moment, kind of holds back onto their scimitar, just not tightly, but just in a little bit of disbelief as to what's going on with their life. Yeah, and just holds on to their scimitar just with a little bit of disbelief. Like, we don't matter, do we? We're just the grunts. We don't matter. Here. Hence, what?
Just the grunts. We're just the grunts that sit here and have to do guard duty. Why can't we just take care of each other and have breaks every day?
You're right. You're right. Starts to cry a little bit and hands over the scimitar to you. You can take it. And just kind of walks off. Walks across the bridge towards one of the concession stands, the ruined concession stands. Sits at a table. And just kind of eats some leftover cotton candy.
She waves him off and smiles and goes, "It's all right. It'll matter one day. Just not today." And she'll take post in front of the spot and wait for her fellow companions to come.
Okay.
So where on the map are the other guard?
The
other
other,
just either side of this.
Yep, one
gap
here, and then the other one was here, and so she is taking over his post.
Okay. And how far downwards do these walls go? Like, could I get to this point here? I'm on the wrong tool. at this point here without the other guards on the opposite side seeing me.
If you were to go all the way around, you'd have to go across the moat that is filled up with water at the moment. That has been filled up with water.
So there's no way I could, like, walk over this way without any, like, there's no kind of cover that I could get past to the opposite side here.
You could, the bridge leading to it is leading to it, but you'd have to go across. You could go around. You would just have to cross a moat.
Okay. Can I send my raven up to look over the area?
Yes, you may. So roll a quick investigation or perception, your choice.
Let's go perception. Actually, they're both a 1, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, perception 12.
A perception of 12. So you're flying around. You notice that most of there aren't really guards anywhere that there's a moat, because there's a moat. And wait, what did you roll again?
A 12, 11 plus 1.
Okay, that's about what you see with a 12 or an 11. You don't see any guards anywhere on the inside of the moat. On the outside, neither on the outside. The guards are just at this one point of entrance. This one main point of entrance.
Okay, he's just gonna come back and land on my shoulder again.
We take care of the guards at the bridge.
One of them is.
Okay.
He's off on an existential crisis at the moment.
What's up? There you go. I have a lot of charm-based spells to charm him to convince him to leave. I have whole person.
Okay.
I'm not going to use that.
Okay.
How day is it?
You three decide at what point of day you would like it to be. What time you would go in.
Probably around a little bit towards the morning, close to lunch. What do you guys think?
I say yeah, because usually midday people tend to lower their guard a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's around midday then. Just before lunch.
That plan won't work.
I'm gonna hold mild conversation with this other goblin that's on my left here and try to convince him that I can hold the post on my own. And that he should go and take care of his friends that's having his crisis over there.
Alright, go ahead and roll a perception check. Not perception, persuade. That's a slightly different roll. Very different roll.
Alright. That was a natural 20 with a +3.
Oh, wow. Nice. Alright, so a 20 plus 3. So with the 20 plus 3, you're talking to him, he's like, Yeah, we are just guards after all. No one's really gonna come at lunchtime. They're all hungry. Okay.
Exactly, so go and help him. He needs it. Look at him. He's over there eating leftover cotton. Poor guy. Go be a good friend and help him.
Okay. He hands over his scimitar to you as well, so you now have 2 if you would like them. And just kind of wanders off and sits down next to his buddy and tries to comfort him as best as he can.
I'm gonna wave over to the kitsune and the tabaxi. Kinda nonchalantly, like, hey, it's me now, you can go in.
And just a second. I'm gonna roll a stealth just to kind of make sure no one notices I come over.
Why is the goblin waving at us?
Don't question it. Go with it. 19 stealth.
19 stealth. All right. Are you trying to stealth from Calypso, or?
I'm trying to get to my ally and even across the bridge without attracting any attention.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to straight up hide. I'm just trying to not draw attention to myself.
Okay, sounds good. So you're just trying to you're just pulling the Assassin's Creed, casually walk through, trying to keep people off of your general appearance. Okay.
Hide in the peripherals. Best to do in that situation.
Say what?
Situations like this, hiding in peripherals can prove very advantageous.
Perfect. And how about not Rika, Loxus?
He's going to follow on behind him as well, stealth him as well.
Stealthing. All right, go ahead and roll stealth as well for that one.
That's 14 plus 4. So
18. Cool. All right, so you're able to make it up to where she is. You've made it up to the doors.
Well, welcome to the party. I guess it's time to go inside and see what's inside this vault, huh? See if we can make off and end up with some glorious ways where we all part ways and don't have to see each other anymore. I get the glory and the gold, you get whatever you decide.
Shall we head in then?
It's your choice.
Here is doing this anything.
Try to head in.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
She'll head in as well.
Let's read that. All right, closing another window. Okay, so you open the doors. They're the big, huge doors of the Disney Castle, and you open the doors, and immediately on the inside is just like this large, fat orc, just sitting at kind of like a desk position, just scratching his belly, just watching you come in, watching Calypso coming in first. Hey, what's going on?
I had the guards let me through because I had to go to the bathroom, and they said this was the closest one. So, do you mind pointing it to me so I can go that way?
Oh, yeah. And who are those two you bringing in?
These are my companions. This is my brother and my sister's boyfriend, and they're with me because I get frightened sometimes, and they just wanted to make sure that I was safe as well.
Wait, so who's the what? Who's who?
The Tabaxi will be my sister's boyfriend, and the Kitsune will be my little brother.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll a deception check for me here.
Can I assist her with a small little words of encouragement to give her inspiration on that?
Are you
It's
giving
a 7 plus 3.
Are you giving bardic inspiration and helping as a help?
I was going to either do that or just kind of play the role and kind of aid in the deception.
So you're doing the help action.
I guess help action. I guess yeah.
Sure. So go ahead and roll that roll with advantage. Roll it again. Take the higher one.
I rolled the same number.
So what was the total of?
So 7 plus 3.
7 plus 3? The 10?
Yeah.
5 minus 2. Making note to not use these dice ever when I'm playing my characters. They have rolled very poorly all day. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get you to the bathroom, eh? You over there. Points to one of the nearby goblin, another one of those grunt guards just on the other side. Yeah, you over there. Please show him the way. Show her the way to the bathroom. Make sure she gets there. So this goblin right here, just okay, sir. Okay, Boris. Runs up to you guys and like looks up to Calypso. I'm taking you to the bathroom. And
Yes, thank you very kindly, dear.
okay.
And she's gonna wave to the orc and just feel amazed that all this is working so well.
These dice have been rolling terribly today. Absolutely terribly.
Keep it up. We can use it.
What?
I said keep it up. We can definitely use the low rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Follow me. The goblin just kind of leads you through the corridor and helps you find your way to the bathroom. If you need any help, let me know.
There,
What? Go ahead.
while we're walking to the place, can I roll like a perception to like look around and see if maybe there's a way that might lead to the vault?
Yes. Roll either a history or a perception check.
We're gonna have to go with perception, and that is going to be a 16 plus 2.
And you said perception, not deception, right?
Perception, yes.
Okay, good. I was gonna be like, deception would not work here. Alright, awesome.
Perception 16 plus 2.
Okay, perception 16 plus 2. So, as you're heading over to the bathroom, you see that there is a hallway, that there are 3 different hallways leading off from where you're going, and it was 16, right?
It was 18 altogether.
18 altogether. You're able to tell that there is, there are 3 hallways, 2 of which are heavily guarded. The one straight ahead and the one to the left. The goblin takes you down the one to the right. The one that is less heavily guarded.
Alright. Gets us to the bathroom. I'm gonna have both of the guys follow me in so I can talk to them. And I'm gonna tell the goblin that I need help.
Well, we could also just do that. Hang on.
The goblin is ending up leading you to the where the bathroom door is, and just like, alright, if you need help, let me know.
Message with me and ask what the plan is, because I can do that. I don't have to go in with you.
I'm gonna just have them walk in with me, and if the goblin says anything to me, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, see, I have this crisis within myself that I can't be alone in any room at all, and they have to hold my hand, so.
Oh, I am so sorry. He grabs your hand.
Okay. Roll a deception for that, please.
I feel help out by kind of
Oh, that
playing the
was
role of
not
like
good.
helping her out, like, you know,
What is
little
it?
brother, older sister.
What did you roll?
It's an 8 altogether.
They rolled a 6 minus 1. Okay.
Yes. This is how D&D was meant to be played.
Because of the more ridiculous the setting, the more ridiculous I'll run it. So, okay. And he's like, okay. Do you need me to help?
No, See, I don't know you very well, so it would make it a little bit harder to go, and I would get very nervous, so I'm gonna have to ask you no this time.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. If you need me, I'll be at the entrance.
She just nods and just goes into the bathroom with the two.
All right. You are now all three in the bathroom. It is a typical public bathroom. It is smelly. It is a little run down because I'm pretty sure the goblins haven't cleaned it in the last month that they've taken over the Disneyland. And yeah, you are now in a bathroom.
Okay, guys. So here's the plan. Obviously, it's going down one of the other two homes. My best guess is going to be that it's in the center because, you know, the heart lies the gold. So, do we go in crazy or do we go in crazy? Because this is how this has all turned out, and I'm actually very surprised. You can let go of my hand now.
He shyly pulls it back and just kind of looks ashamed of himself. You have warm hands.
I think it's gonna think for a moment, kind of.
Thank you. You're the
Thanks
first
for
time to tell me
mayhem.
that
You want
my
mayhem?
hand.
Okay.
How discreet do we want to remain now? Are we gun-hoing it, or are we just taking it one step at a time? Let's not alert the whole castle.
I mean, alert the whole castle, that's more bodies we get to loot in the end, but it's probably not best, because that orc out there looked pretty big. He's stupid, but he's
Even
big.
3 against an army doesn't bode well.
Can just continue to lie our way through, because
Working so far.
miraculously that's working. I can do some makeup on you guys, make you look like goblins.
I can help out the lying too. I'm good at it.
I'm like a 6-foot tabaxi.
At least look
Yeah.
close enough to the height of a goblin.
How good can you disguise yourself?
A very furry goblin.
Or a very tall, furry orc.
Oh.
If we're throwing all of my degrading morals to the wind, we can call myself one of those disgusting gnoll creatures.
Well, I think a no would be a perfect idea. I didn't do that. So perhaps we do that then? Though, wouldn't it be a bit suspicious that I came in here with a tabaxi and a kitsune and walked out with a goblin and a gnoll?
And it's a gnoll all along. They were just stupid. Where's my hands? Like, these are not the droids you're looking.
If we're putting on disguises, I'm going to shift into my human form so that, like, it's a bit better than having an ears and a tail poking out.
Guys, I think we've got this. We can do this.
We put on the disguises then? And if so, should we just try to continue on in?
Guys, I have a rope. We can tie them up if anything goes seriously bad.
I have a rapier, I can make a kebab.
And a like pluff of feathers, a rapier appears in my hand. I think this is better for kebabs.
I can make a cloud of daggers.
So, are you disguising yourselves at the moment?
That's what I'm assuming we were doing.
Yes, we're going to disguise, what is it, Lucario, right? Wait, no, what is it?
Luxus.
Luxus. We're gonna disguise him as a gnoll, and the kitsune is doing a humanoid.
Awesome. So, about 3/4 of the way through your disguising bit, the door to the bathroom slams open, and you hear panicked breathing coming in from the entrance of the bathroom, and then some footsteps and what sounds like some kind of a bit of dragging.
There's no loo roll.
What?
There's no loo roll.
Loo roll?
Yes, toilet paper, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, loo roll. Got it. Different country. Okay. There's no loo roll. I'm gonna call it that from now. Hey, can you pass me some loo roll? I'm out. Okay. But yeah. Okay. So, and as you're watching this scene coming in, you see two human people, a woman who is dragging, or who is trying to drag a man into the room. The man's leg seems to be pretty beat up, and she's dragging him into the bathroom and sees you three, and her face pales.
I'm gonna cast message. Sorry, I was gonna cast message and send and the lady not to panic. Just like don't say or.
My sword disappears in the pluff of feathers again, and I'm just like,
Okay,
I'm not a danger.
Roll a stealth check. Calypso.
I want to waste a spell slot and help heal the man. I don't know.
10 plus 10.
10 plus 10?
Yes.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you in any way. The other two, they, like, as you put the weapons away, they're like, Who are you two?
We hold hands when she needs to use the toilet. She's very scared.
All look of worry, well, an entirely different look of worry crosses her face now. And she's like, oh, okay. Are you stuck here too?
Not exactly stuck.
So how did you get here? Did you get kidnapped?
We kind of walked in, asked for the toilet.
That's literally how we did.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah?
Can you help me and my husband get out?
We're gonna.
We have a thing to do, Chris.
Pull a little sigh. Walk up to cast at first level healing word on his leg.
Okay, roll the health.
2d4 plus spellcasting modifier. Hope I did it right. You alright there, kid?
Yeah.
Wow. Did pretty well.
Oh wow. So you go over to Dark. I'm running D&D here. Come on, Dark. Love you too. All right, let's move you out of here.
No, we'll go.
Don't, Dark, stop it. Dark, no.
Dark.
Quick, everyone stop whistling.
Okay. Awesome. So as you cast healing word on the man, the leg seems to. The wounds on the leg just kind of close up real quick, and even though it's still covered in blood and the The pants are all ripped. The leg seems to be fine. And he regains some consciousness again, and he starts to stand up. What? Where am I?
A
Take the
toilet.
bathroom.
Do we need to hold hands with him too?
Everybody has to hold hands in the bathroom, or I can't go.
Okay, quick.
You say that from the stall.
He's gonna like reach out at the stall,
Yes.
grab the fire ganassi hat, reach out to the next closest person with his other hand.
Slap his hand away if he reaches for me.
She has to use the toilet. He's very gullible.
Roll a persuade. And a deception.
Wait, who am I lying to? This is completely what he believes.
Oh. Roll a persuade.
He's 100% on board with the lie. He's not smart at all.
Roll a persuade then.
Okay. Persuasion, plus 3. That's 16 plus 3, 19.
All right. The wife kind of reaches out and grabs your hand and then holds her husband's hand, and just kind of like they awkwardly stand there, and the husband stands up. So what? Are these people gonna help us?
If you're helping me, I'll help you. Just say we hold hands. I'll figure this out.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
DreamWorks Studios.
Exactly.
If D&D characters had feelings. All right, oh no, that's Pixar. Never mind. Okay. Thank you. And they're gonna help our son.
What?
Yeah, but you see, I'm just gonna be in the stall while holding everybody's hand and talking to them.
He
Okay.
has his eyes closed because he doesn't want to invade her privacy best he can. While holding her hand in the toilet.
So, I hear the secret out of this haunted castle is to get to the vault. So, that's my plan.
Okay. Can we want to get our son out? He was captured by the goblins.
Do you know where they could be keeping him? We might be heading in that same direction anyway.
I would assume the prisons, because we all know that Disneyland has prisons.
Yeah, that's how they keep their prisoners of war with DreamWorks. So I'm going to cast
It's a
message
small world
to
attraction.
Khalil, what's your character's name again?
It was Calypso.
Calypso? Okay. I'm gonna send a message to Calypso. Do you have any idea if the prisons are even remotely on the way to where we're headed?
You know, they could be by the vault. You know, well, here was the vault, but yeah, now we're all gonna sit here awkward in the bathroom, holding hands, and go find a child in a prison.
It's not my plan.
Okay.
Do I know if the prisons are on the way to the vault?
Roll a history check.
Is it?
I'm gonna roll a history check too.
14 plus 1.
And our little Kitsune,
I'm typing it out. Just a second. Right. I rolled a 16.
16. With that, you've heard your conspiracy theorist friends talk about it. That near the heart, but they're near where the vault is, because the vault is kept so secret. But it's also not quite in the same place, but near the vault.
Bet it's in that left hallway.
You wanna... Don't drop that on me. No, they don't want to hear that. My daughter's attacked me with her singing school bus. We'll get it.
How terrifying.
This song being nice as we're like trying to decide what we're doing in this castle.
I turn to our Ganassi friend and say, you're gonna be alone? I need to go.
No, here, do you need me to put your hand here?
Sure. He switches places with her so he's not on the toilet.
Yeah, we're just gonna switch places. So, is the vote that we go down the left hallway to, and could you do that quieter, please? Is it that we go down the left hallway to find these people's child? How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna get past those guards? Because I did notice that they were heavily guarded, and now we all look like a half gnoll, a half fox, human.
I shaped my human form, so I look human, period.
Wolf.
Okay, so we have human, and then a human, and then a... So, should we just band up together and just run headlong in there?
The wife and the husband both not. Yeah.
They also said that their son was captured. We could also do a little bit more of a safer bet and have me in my human form get captured and try to bust them out from the inside.
Well, I'm already good luck picker.
If we're going standing together, can we do it in a minute? I can't stand right now. I'm
Perhaps we
occupied.
purposely get caught and all go to the jail cells?
I don't know if they'll take you because it's. But I'm gonna turn to the people with us and ask them like, so do you know why your son was captured?
Well, we just came in here. We were just trying to see the old Disneyland, and we got captured because we were just, I guess, in the wrong place at the wrong time.
May I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Give me 1 sec. Okay, that's a 7 minus 1.
They seem like they're telling you the truth.
Well, what do you think we should do?
What?
A party. What do you think we should do? We could go in guns blazing, or have a espionage-esque approach and get captured and bust them out from the inside.
I have a plan. He says, still sat on the toilet. We could, and he points to the couple, don't freak out. Throw them under the figurative bus, the wagon. Throw them under the wagon, and use them as bait to lead us to the safe, and then fight our way back out once we know the layout of the area. And find their son and free them in the process, while we're being led to wherever they're being taken. / the safe. Or we can murder anyone, either way.
As long as I get the gold in the end.
Around now, the bathroom door slams open again. A goblin runs
Occupied.
Very much occupied.
Too many.
in. A goblin runs in just doing the I need a pee dance.
No, hold hands. There's a cue. Hold hands. I'm rolling a persuasion.
Half tend to be a Catholic person for fun.
10 persuasion. I'm angrily saying hold hands while peeing.
He just runs in and like hears hold hands, and is like his first reaction is to go out and like reach and grab somebody's hand, but he's like, wait, what? What? Who are you guys?
We're the bathroom guards.
Yeah, with the special bathroom guards.
I'm rolling deception.
We help people hold hands when they have to go to the bathroom.
It could be a quite intimidating.
It's a new feature in the park.
Roll. Whoever is saying this, roll a deception check with disadvantage, please.
Hang on.
Oh, god damn it.
Let's do deception. Let me do it. Natural 20.
1 second, let me take a picture real quick.
This is turning into a fever dream.
This is turning into a fever dream. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
D&D,
I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay, do you need me to pause it for a second?
Calypso. Like, I'm all for, getting the kid out, but here was to get the gold. So I guess I'll just be tiebreaker, depending on what he says.
How about they want their kid, right? Why don't we just sacrifice them to the guards? And then boom, they're with their kids. We go
I'm gonna step in and probably say, no, let's not do that, because that would go against my alignment. Say, let's not.
Alright, so we do the second half of our plan and get caught and break out from the inside?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, I wasted the disguise kit for nothing then. Let's go out there and, do we just yell that we're actually intruders?
Well, we didn't waste it for nothing. Like, it got us in here. At this point, I'm gonna pull out my loot and just start playing it really, really loudly.
You look very good, miss.
I'm gonna, sing along with him. But, actually, I'm just gonna call them out that they're intruders. And that I'm actually a goblin that is with them the whole time, and I'm gonna wink at all of them, because I'm gonna break them out later.
Not fair. I'll take it.
So you're yelling intruders.
Well, I'm jamming away on my loot.
There, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, these guys are intruders! They're breaking into the vault! We better take them to the jail cells, because I totally work here.
Bro!
I twitch my head and the little raven is gonna hop onto her shoulder and stay there.
Okay, roll
I'm just gonna
a
wink at them
performance
up at everybody.
check.
Who, me?
I'm trying.
No, Calypso.
Alright, I rolled good. That was a 16 with 0, so just a 16.
Alright. And okay. So the goblins that are guarding the hallway, the left leading hallway, they come up and like, the intruders, they're here, the intruders, and they gather more of the goblins nearby. The goblin that was in the bathroom is coming out, like kind of like pulling its pants up a little bit, like just doing that shimmy on and like pulling out his a spear out of from behind him. It's like, they were intruders the whole time.
No, would the toilet please offers a hand.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar. They were intruders the whole time. They mind manipulated me. They must go to the jail cells. And then another wink and thumbs up to the guys.
I mean, rough. I'm a no.
The little goblin at the back saying, "No, they're all the intruders. They were all together."
I have never seen this beautiful fire goblin in my life. What are you talking about? I think you're the intruder. I don't know who I'm pointing at. Possibly the one who came out of the toilet.
The rest of the goblins. Hey, Charlie said they were all intruders. Let's get them all. We can sort it out later. Let the king take care of it.
Yeah, Charlie! Take them all to the jail cells. I'm still on the side that I have no idea who these people are.
So Charlie starts helping round them up, and the rest of the goblins are trying to get to everyone else, but Charlie notices that you're being kind of distracted, that you're trying to not be a part of the group, and he points you out and says, "She's one of them too! She's one of them too!"
No, I'm not!
Why would we hang with her? We're all about people with big, cute animal ears.
The rest of as Charlie is yelling this out, it seems to cause a bit of a divide among the remainder of the goblins. The remainder of the goblins, half of them are like, "She's one of them for sure," and the other half are like, "No, she's not. She's one of us. I saw her last week." Then they start arguing a little bit amongst each other, kind of leaving you guys off to the side while Charlie's like coming up and trying to poke you with his spear. I'm going to roll an attack against you.
Against me?
Yep. What is your AC?
14.
14. What do our goblins add? Let's see. Alright, it does hit, and it does a grand total of 7 damage.
What?
So the
I'm
spear...
gonna shout out and start...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just the spear comes and attacks you.
I'm gonna shout out and start crying that he must be the intruder. He's attacking one of his own kind, and try to continue to push on this fight between the two. And get that distraction against him.
Roll another performance.
That was a solid 9.
The group that is that is believing that you are not one of them seems to be able to convince a few of the others that no. We wouldn't. They're saying like, "Oh, Charlie wouldn't attack Charlie wouldn't attack our friends. Charlie wouldn't attack our friends. She must be an intruder." And so a few more of them start joining in kind of ganging up on the rest of them. And they're starting to win as they attack these other. They're starting to try and grapple and tie the rest of them up.
No respect for the toilet room.
Whereas Charlie is still attempting to poke at you some more. And in the chaos and confusion, like he gets pushed out of the way by one of the other goblins, and like his spear just kind of goes off to the side.
just run down the left hallway and see if that's where the things are at, the cells.
Alright, roll a basic attack, just a strength roll. Just an attack roll with strength.
Okay, it says here that I have an unarmed strike. Does that count or no?
Oh, you're part monk, or is that part of your race?
It is part of the thief rogue.
Oh, the
It says
thief.
that I get an unarmed attack.
Cool. Let me take a quick look at that. Rogue. Not sure. Normally unarmed. Well, you can do an unarmed attack. It would just be. I could allow a dex because of the rogue. So go ahead and you can do a dex attack with an unarmed strike.
Where's the base attack?
So you just roll a d20, add your dexterity, and you're proficient with your fists, I'll say. So go ahead and take proficiency on your attack. So +3.
Okay, it's going to be 14.
14, I'm fairly certain is going to hit a goblin. Actually, so you try and kick him, and it just kind of hits the armor, and he pushes it off and kind of ignores it. But then you're going to take off and run, correct?
I should take off running down the left hallway.
Okay. As you start running, the goblin is going to take an opportunity attack as you're leaving his range of attack. And it's going to hit for another 5 damage.
Okay.
So you run off, and he's like, get back here! And like goes to stab you again. And hits you just a little bit in the back. Your armor taking most of the hit. That being said, you run down the left hallway, which is mostly left unguarded at the moment.
Can I just ask, are my hands tied currently?
They started tying your hands, and then they got distracted. So it's going to be, you can take the escape, you can get out of it with advantage.
I do have claws. Can I use the claws to just cut the rope?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack on the rope.
What do I actually do? Unarmed strike for tabaxi. It's been a while since I've actually used the unarmed strike for tabaxi.
Use your strength or dex based on what you think your character would use to.
Well, 13. So.
A 13? Okay, that's gonna hit. So you're gonna be able to hit that. Hit through it, just claw through the ropes that are tied around you at the moment, and you release your arms, and you're able to get up and go. Karn.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Wrapping people up in a rope.
They're currently in the process of being distracted from it, but they were, yes.
I'm going to attempt to roll a stealth and see if I can just kind of follow the group without getting caught up in everything.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad. Alright, so an 18 on your stealth check. Okay, so, yeah, nope, they're not noticing. So, you're able to just kind of sneak out the back and and nobody seems to do anything about it. So you follow Calypso into the left hallway.
While I'm following, I'm going to roll perception, see if I notice other things or anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Focused on stealth then.
Okay. Yes, you are. You see that there is the hallway that is now down to your right, which was down the center, but is now to your right as you're crossing across. But as you go off into the other hallway, Calypso, and I'm assuming Luxus is going as well?
Yeah, he's going to use the disengage action and then the feline agility ability to go 60 feet in the direction they're running.
Alright, cool. So you make it 60 feet, you catch up to them very quickly. At a little bit of an expense of your stamina, and you're able to catch up. And as you're going around into that left hallway and you turn the corners, you see that it is lined with cages full of children, all wearing Mickey Mouse hats.
He's going to hop onto my shoulder again. He's coming back to me.
Okay. And they're all wearing Mickey Mouse hats.
I have a plan to get these kids out.
I was going to ask, did anyone ask those people's names before we abandon them with the goblin, so we can maybe find their kid and raise them as our own?
Nope, but seeing all these kids, we may as well just free them all, and one of them will be the right one, so...
They have weird hats on. Are they making fun of me in my ears? He kind of like puts his ears down flat on his head with his hands.
Yes, they are. I say as my ears
Rude.
stupidly.
It's very rude.
I'm going. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna tell. So this. What if we unlocked all these cages, and then made a big racket when we go after the gold we're wanting? After that racket, letting these kids try to book it for the exit.
Or we open these cages and have a small army to help us. I mean,
we
I'm not afraid of them, alright?
I mean, we could, but that'd be putting a lot of lives at risk. I mean, I might be chaotic, but I'm not evil.
No problem.
So we're locking them out of the cages, or we're locking them in the cages, or we're putting them in replace of the gold. I'm lost here.
Either, no matter what, we're freeing them. We're getting them out of the cages. But either we're going to use them as an army to help us get the gold, or we're going to use the moment when we try to get the gold as a distraction so that they can run out and get free.
Can I just like go to the nearest lock to me and like tell the kids to back away and just Eldritch blast the lock?
Don't miss.
Can we like have Rogue pick the locks instead of you blasting the cages open?
Hey,
I will use my thieves' tools to pick the locks as well.
Alright, I'll have you roll, instead of having you roll one for each literal cell, which would take forever and be not worth my time, go ahead and roll, make 5 checks. Just one after another. Of, Dex plus advantage, or not advantage, plus proficiency.
Do the thieves' tools give any bonus to that?
That's the proficiency.
He said no.
Oh, okay.
Put that back.
First one is going to be 6.
Okay.
Next one is going to be 6. Next one is going to be 15. Next one's going to be 5.
Hmm.
And the next one is going to be 18. I do not want these kids out that bad.
So you're able to get maybe about, like, as you're going through, you're able to get about 5 kids' doors open, and after that, your thieves' tools just snap. leaving half of it still in the lock.
He just starts rubbing his hands together and starts walking.
The kids that are freed, however, are kind of bewildered, but grateful that you let them out.
Okay, I thought they'd end up being feral Mickey enemies.
I'm not gonna have. Not on this channel. I am not going to have you fight children.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not like living children. Undead children is a different story.
Yeah, that's fair. Loxus is just gonna ask, do you want me to blow it up? I have laser beams in my hands.
No, sure. Just don't hit the kids, I guess. Yeah, don't hit the kids. That's bad.
Okay. Is it positionable so that the child moves away from the lock to the point where I could blast it safely without damaging them? Any major degree?
You can do it basically as long as you don't roll a 1.
Okay. So how many am I rolling?
I'm gonna have you roll 4.
Okay. 21, 24, another 24, and oh no, that's a nat 1.
It is?
Nat 1 plus 6.
Okay. So you're blasting each of them, and like you come down to the last few, and you blast it to the point that the locks just kind of fuse to the metal.
Oh.
Gosh dang it.
I just kind of wave at the kid, say sorry, and walk off.
Leave him in there. Give me a second. Let me see what I can do.
I have a crowbar. Can I try to pry the door open?
You may certainly try.
Okay, Matt Mercer.
I'm going to use my crowbar and try to open the door.
Alright. Roll a crowbar check. I'd say a strength check on a crowbar.
Ooh, that was cocked. Okay, it's gonna be 14. It's even worse.
Alright, a 14 is good enough. So the few that have fused to get that are fused closed, you get your crowbar in there and you just kind of ping, and it just snaps the door open, allowing the children to get out.
Alright, we have freed our tiny army. Now can we go and get the money from the vault? Because now we have a tiny army fighting another tiny army.
It'd be so cute. We can all hold hands in the toilet. And... He's just kind of daydreaming in his head here.
I don't know if we're getting the gold now that they're out. Like they can find their own way out. There we go.
Massive pile of children. Do you know which way they keep the money? He speaks as if he's like talking to you. So he's like, do you know money box?
You know the way.
Do you know the way to money box?
They fairly collectively just kind of, not in unison because that's kind of creepy, but fairly collectively just kind of shake their heads and say, no. No.
There's a possibility that one of y'all's parents are that way, with a bunch of armed people.
I'm tired
Don't
enough
stop
that...
fighting.
So if you want to go that way, cool. If not, you're supposed to follow us.
One of the ones in the back just kind of like slowly raises their hand. My parents are in here.
Well, They're probably being stabbed by goblins, so you definitely should stay with us.
Alright, hey, listen there, Tabaxi. I gotta say, hey, I'm all for, this whole rogue adventure, but don't tell the kids that. Let them find out later.
Class, at least, man.
Hey, life's life. Suck it and, die.
Go ahead and just...
The kids are all terrified, by the way, and this is not just because of your conversation, but they're just the general feeling among them is they're frightened.
Allow me to kick the back of the
Well,
shin.
they're free. If they decide to follow us, then we have a tiny army. If not, let's go to... Oh, well, they're distracted with all the children. Or, to cause a distraction for the children.
Yeah, okay, either way. If they want to help us out, sweet. If not, they're free to go.
All right.
Just kind of
So,
staring us, waiting for a response from the kids. Whether they want to
you have
stay.
about 18 kids, by the way.
Are we at the psychosis place?
Are we at the Nook?
A lot of children.
No, God damn it. No.
So they're all just kind of like looking at you like, what do we even have to fight with?
Beat them with your
They're
tiny stick.
spirits.
I make my rapier appear and hand it to a child.
Because that's a great idea.
And then, the second they, move it at all, it just disappears. And I'm like, oh, you broke my sword.
About a third of them are just starting to break down in tears at this moment. Like, I want to go home. Another third of them are like, let's go kill us some goblins. And then the other third are just...
let's go kill them kids. I'm gonna give two of them some rope and tell them to run as fast as they can with the rope taut and try to clothesline as many as goblins as they can.
Awesome, okay.
Is there an armory nearby?
An armory? Not really, no. One quick reminder, if Calypso still has them, she has 2 scimitars that were given to her.
I will give away the scimitars as well. And let them lead themselves into a victorious war while we steal the gold.
I'm going to hand one of the children my dagger. Be like, here you go. Don't poke yourself with it.
All right. So, you've got about 6 kids that are on your side. 6 of them are just like, we want to leave, and they're... and the other 6 are just kind of standing there unsure of what to do. 2 of them have been armed with... 2 of your 6 fighters have been armed with rope, 2 of them with scimitars, and 1 with a dagger.
I go to 2 more kids and hand out the 2 daggers that I have, and also a hammer for putting up a tent.
Okay, so the 6th kid that is for sure with you gets the other dagger, and then one of the kids that that are kind of just unsure just kind of takes the hammer, holds it close with white knuckles, just breathing in and out.
I kind of just offer a hug or a handhold to see if they give some physical comfort.
The child just is too terrified to move.
I have an idea. I'm going to play my lute and sing a song to try to comfort or at least decided / terrified kids. Should I roll performance?
Sure, roll a performance check.
Okay. I play a good lute.
Oh wow, you do. Yeah, so with that, some of the ones that are just terrified are starting to calm down a little bit. There's still a few over there that are just they can't seem to be calmed down. This is too much for them. The other ones just kind of stop crying. A couple of the ones that had been kind of unsure are starting to like build up a little bit of courage, while so you got 8 for sure on your side. One of the ones that joined you now was the one with the hammer, that was given the hammer. However, as you're playing your lute,
Oh, I might have attracted attention.
around the center hallway corner, Goblin comes around the corners. What's all the noise?
We're the toilet guards. It's fine.
I'm going to just keep playing, but I'm gonna like kind of saunter over to the goblin and be like, "Just a traveling troupe. Do you care to join the party?"
No, you're not Why are all the kids free?
We were ordered to sing for the children.
Yeah.
Why would you sing to the food?
It makes it more tender.
Roll a
Sorry, are you
deception
the chef
check.
here?
There's my.
Oh, John.
What's the deception check? Oh,
It's a nat 20%. It's a nat 20%. That's what his deception check was.
Rika's scary when it comes to lying. Oh, I love the bardic school of whispers.
what was your lie again? I got distracted from the fact that you were lying. Tenderness?
We were ordered to sing from the children, like for the children. And like, I'm kind of feeding off of what Luxio said about like it helps make it tender or whatever.
Okay. Well. Okay. That's weird. We've never had to sing to them before. And they were just fine.
They've never tasted as good as they will tonight. Believe me. And just does that, that like kind of, you kiss your fingers. Mwah.
Okay. I guess. You better not be lying to me.
Why would I lie?
Why would I lie?
Be in here? How would we be in here? It's not like we just walked in to use the toilet or something. Come on, use your brain. Just like hits one of the kids in the shoulder. Some people. Oh my gosh.
The goblin guard just kind of like gives you this weird look and just heads back to his post in the back down the middle hallway.
It worked.
The fight in the right side hallway seems to be turning down as they're starting, like the fight seems to be slowing down in the right hallway.
We gotta hurry up. What are we gonna do?
I can shoot lasers in their face.
Time to move in with our tiny army and attack the vault.
Alright. Lead the way. And I'm gonna kind of turn to the rest of the kids, like, if you don't want to come with us, you're free to leave or what have you. Like, you're welcome to stay with us or you're welcome to head out. It's up to you.
The kids that were able to be calmed down just kind of shakily nod to you and just start heading out the front door, in the direction of the front door. The ones that were crying are still crying. They're not getting calmed down, and they're just like huddled into corners. The ones that are fighting with you, like, let's go kill some goblins! And they're all like shouting with energy.
Right, we got a tiny army.
Alright, now everyone hold hands. It'll make us all feel safe when we get there. No, that way we won't lose anyone. We'll all get to the battlefield perfectly fine.
Everyone hold hands. Field trip to the battlefield.
So, are you actually saying this?
No.
Oh yeah. No, I am.
Okay. Here we go. The children all hold hands, except for the two that are doing the rope. They're following Calypso's instructions. They're going to be doing the clothesline. The rest of them hold hands as best as they can while still trying to wield the weapons. The ones with the scimitars, they can't hold anyone else's hand. They need both hands to use that weapon. It's too heavy for them. Those with the daggers, they can hold one in one hand and then hold a hand in the other one. Whereas we had 5 with daggers? Or 4?
I gave 2.
You gave 2, someone gave 1.
3.
3 with daggers. And the one with
hammer.
a tent hammer is also doing the same. So they're all holding hands, except for the scimitars and the rope people. And they're like, let's do it!
Proud of you, little guys.
Alright, I
Whenever
guess
you-
at this point we're heading to the
Let's
ball.
smack one on the back and send them off.
I mean, as we're leaving, until the kids that are crying, they're still like huddling corners. Like, once you guys calm down, get out of here.
They're like, oh, okay. The rest of you go down the hallway. I would like marching order, please. At least for, like, where are the kids, where are you guys?
I'm
should
gonna
have one
leave
of
the
us in the
tiny
front.
army unless anybody else objects.
Oh, you can leave Tiny Army. I'm probably going to be somewhere towards the middle, just kind of trying to keep my ears and eyes out for anything.
Okay. Sounds good. So, you're leading the tiny army?
Yes, I'm gonna leave the.
Okay. So, you're leading the...
Back then, yeah.
What was that?
So we have someone in the middle and someone in the front, but I go down the back, so...
Okay, so you're in the back?
Yeah, behind the kids with the clothes on. Just in case, because they were at the back, weren't they?
Okay,
The
so
front.
Oh, okay, well, just at the very back, then.
the kids are going in first with Calypso, and they're not waltzing, they're walking in. The farther they go, the more nervous they start to get.
Oh, go ahead.
As you start seeing into the main room where the vault is, as the darkness starts to kind of... The dim light starts to come on. Who has dark vision?
I do.
I think.
And if she doesn't, I can put my raven on her shoulder, and she gets dark vision along with adding her charisma to any perception checks. While we're walking, can I use Armor of Shadows to cast Mage Armor on myself for free?
Yes.
Yes.
What was that?
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think...
not finding that they have the.
I was finding the same thing, so I don't think you... Yeah, you do not have dark vision.
No dark vision for me.
Okay.
Does
So,
she tell
it's...
anyone that she doesn't have dark vision? Like, is she going to bring it up? Or, like, in character?
I think when she starts walking into walls, we kind of notice.
Okay.
It's
I'm
low
sure.
light, so you would... It's going to be some low light vision. Low light in there, so you'd be having a harder time seeing stuff.
gonna play it cool.
Okay.
I totally got a handle on it.
Okay, so go ahead
It's worked this far for me.
roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, I will be both times, so I'll take 6.
You said a 6?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're going into that room, you're not really noticing any... The most you're seeing is that there is a fairly large, dark figure in the center of the room in front of a shorter, squat, dark, rectangular thing. But you're only seeing silhouettes at the moment.
I'm gonna tell my tiny army to get ready for any.
They all kind of just nod in agreement.
And I'm gonna go towards what I think is my destination.
Okay, so continuing forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can I go ahead?
Okay,
Since I'm toward the middle of the pack, can I roll perception real quick?
you may. And do you have dark vision or not?
I do.
Okay.
Nope.
What did you roll?
1 plus 6.
You're seeing about the exact same thing as Calypso. You just your eyes are still adjusting at this moment, and you're not quite able to. You're just seeing silhouettes.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put my loot back on my back and just draw my rapier out.
Okay, and the final, finally, as Loxus starts coming into the 60-foot range, you also have your dark vision, correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and give that a roll.
What am I rolling? Just base 220?
Perception, uh-huh.
Oh, perception. That is... Yep, plus charisma stars, okay. So it's 19.
A 19. So you're able to, like, your eyes, and having anticipated this and having the benefit of your raven with you, has helped you be able to see even farther. You're able to notice that it seems to be that there's one goblin, one large goblin, so large-sized goblin, in the middle of the room, in front of a box, a large metal box with an intricate set of locks on the front. In addition, in the room, there are more goblins just kind of surrounding and keeping watch.
Okay, and like distance range, what are they from me being at the back of the group?
From the back of the group, you have plus 30 to your range because of the raven, correct?
Do I?
If not, at least I thought you did. Maybe that's a higher level.
Yeah, I don't think I get any additional range benefits. I get dark vision of 30 feet plus a bonus to my wisdom checks where I get to add charisma while he's on my shoulder.
Gotcha.
And besides that, I get like resistance to some harmful effects, and he can't be attacked when he's on my shoulder.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Do Tabaxi have dark vision already?
Tabaxi have an initial dark vision by themselves.
So you get a bonus 30, I believe.
It just says you gain dark vision with a range of 30 feet.
So usually how it works though is if you already have dark vision and the perk gives you dark vision, you just basically extend your vision, your dark vision.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So the
He still has normal dark vision, but he has like dark vision because he's a Gloom Ranger.
Yep. So those in the front are about 30 feet away. Those in the middle are about 45, and you're coming up on 60.
Okay. So I'm the first to react, yeah, because they can't see the big boy.
Yep. The goblins in the around the room are already preparing weapons, bows.
Okay. Well, seeing that they're preparing weapons, he's gonna stick up his two hands and Eldritch Blast the big boy.
Okay.
120-foot range, so it can hit. He has two beams, so that's an 18 and 18 to hit.
18 and a what?
An 18 and a 19 hit.
Those are both gonna hit.
So the first one is dealing a 10 plus 3, 13 force damage, and the second one's dealing 5 force damage. So 18 force damage total.
18 force damage total?
Yeah.
All right,
Total.
both are hitting. Doing 18 damage. Okay, perfect. So the large goblin in the front, the large-sized goblin in the front, like stumbles forward, pushes himself off of the metal box in the middle of the room, turns around, pulls out like a large. It's a large mace. It's nasty looking, covered in bones and other metal spikes of sorts, but he just pulls it out and like gets him at the ready, at which point go ahead and roll initiative. Yay!
Finally.
Well, not my fault y'all decided to ditch the fights.
And get us more.
Filthy.
Say what?
We are the toilet guard. Excuse you. 22.
22.
Ah, you rolled a 15.
Mine's gonna be a total of 24.
24?
Yes, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Perfect. So 24 is Calypso. 22 is Luxus. And 15 is Rika. Perfect. So we're going to start with Calypso. Oh, kids are going on your turn, Calypso, because you were leading them.
Well, I'm gonna send my tiny army to attack.
Okay, who and how?
I'm gonna send my two with the scimitars. One from my left and one from my right, and have them go in and attack the creature.
The main one? The big one?
Yes, the big one.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my own short sword and run in and attack myself.
You're going to attack yourself?
Ow, why?
Yes, myself.
Scimitars. Okay, so you said the two with the scimitars are attacking the main one, and what are the other 5 doing? 6?
They're going to be like my little body shields and stick behind me for now.
Okay. And you're attacking with what again?
A short sword. I'm going to also go in and attack the big goblin.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the attack for that. It will be a dexterity plus proficiency.
That's going to 20 to hit.
20 that's going to hit for sure.
7. Do I get a sneak attack or no?
You do, because you have the kids that are helping you engage the monster. Those kids, you know. I'm hoping you're not getting ideas for your kids on page.
Oh god.
I have a tiny army of 13 of y'all, so it works.
It does.
I have Yuki as an in-law.
You also have a psychosis, so you don't really need an army of kids.
Because this is an army.
Okay, it's going to be 8 for the normal damage, and then 10 for the sneak attack.
So 10 to hit and 8 damage if it hits.
It was, wait.
No, never mind.
How do
I
you
got
do
it.
sneak attack?
Oh, you're right. I heard DC attack. I'm like, that's odd terminology,
Oh,
but yeah, I got it. I got you.
Okay. Altogether it was 14 damage. No. 8.
Perfect. All right, and the kids. The first one runs up, rolled a natural 20. Runs up with two-handing this scimitar, and just comes down, like slices right down the middle of it, like right down the middle of the large goblin, and the other one comes in as well. Doesn't get a natural 20, but gets a good lucky strike in, and also comes down, slice. Oh, I just pushed a button.
I would have made me so happy if the kids killed the big goblin with that.
They leveled up.
They get the your turn. They're now level 1
I'm gonna
fighters.
name them Jeffrey and George, and they're my champion children.
Jeffrey and
Who are my
George.
favorites?
But what if they have names?
Well, they're Jeffrey and George now.
Okay. All right. So good. So the both of the kids hit. You run up and you slice down the middle as well. This goblin is not bloodied yet, but it's definitely taken a decent amount of damage. Those kids, man, they're dangerous. That being said, is there anything else you would like to do?
What other actions do you...
You can dodge as a bonus action, I believe. No, is dodge in one of those?
Let's see, bonus actions. I can do weapon fighting, cunning action, or fast hand.
Yeah, cunning action.
It's dash, disengage, or hide.
Dash, right? No dodge. That's a monk ability to do.
Oh no, I'm just gonna stay there.
Cool. Perfect. Alright, so go ahead then. Let's go Luxus.
He just, again, Iron Man style, 2 hands up in the air, 2 Eldritch blasts out with the big boy.
Alright, go ahead and roll those attacks.
Alright, that is 24 and 25 to hit.
Wow. Okay, wow. Yeah, those both hit, I think. Barely.
And then 6 force damage and 11 force damage. So 17 total.
Is he gonna die before it's my turn?
Yes. Hopefully.
Sit back and start playing my lute again.
The 2 blasts come in, boom, boom, go, go. It hit him in the chest. He takes a step back and roars back out at you, and pulls his mace into 2 hands. And go ahead, Rika.
Alright. At 2nd level, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. To make a wisdom saving throw. DC is...
I'm assuming a 2 minus 1 does not succeed.
will not succeed, so it's taking the full 4d6 damage.
Okay.
15! I whispered sweet nothings and hurt him.
All right, let me get a calculator out.
Those are fun.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Dead, please.
Sounds good. So this large goblin starts holding his head "Ah!" and with a deeper high-pitched roar than the rest, rushes forward to try and attack Calypso. and just comes in and just slams two-handed the mace into Calypso. With that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits by a lot.
Okay. And then let's see. Oh, shush. $18 damage.
Yep. That hurt a lot.
The other goblins are going to start aiming at the other four, pull out their bows, seeing, not really noticing so much the dissonant whispers because it's kind of a silenter thing, but does for...
I can hear it.
What's up?
Hear it.
Well, even if they're able to hear it, they're not necessarily knowing who cast it per se. So they're going to aim for Luxus. First one is a 16 plus 2, so 18.
My AC is 17.
So barely hits the 18. The rest of them all miss. You're going to take 6 damage.
Right.
All right. That being said, from the rear, some of the goblins that had been fighting earlier start coming in from behind.
Coming from behind.
And they start firing weapons at the back. There are about 5 of them coming down this hallway. The rest were busy. And they're going to be attacking a mixture of just Rika and Luxus. What's your AC, Rika?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 attacks hit Luxus, and the third one hits Rika.
Are we?
Can I use Hellish Rebuke on...
Yes, you may.
Oh wow, that's 2 nat 1s for the d10s of damage. That's 2 damage.
2 damage does very little. You do take, however, 14 from the 2 attacks, and Rika takes 8.
Ow! That's a lot of HP for me. It's like almost half my HP, if not more than half. Dang.
Yeah.
Owie.
Okay. That being said, it's back to Calypso. You and your small army.
Okay, I'm not doing great on health, so I'm gonna bring in the other 6 kit. What? I have 5 or 6 behind me.
There are 6 behind you.
I'm gonna bring in my other little 6 and have them start attacking this big one, and having the other 2 with the scimitars attack as well while I disengage from the fight of it.
Okay. You can, since you have disengage as a bonus action, you can attack and disengage, then move.
I will most certainly. So I'm gonna attack and disengage away from the fight while having my tiny little army of 8 attack the guy. It is going to be a 16 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And sneak attack as well.
Yes. He's being swarmed by an army of children.
Okay, that's 8 for that, and then sneak attack will be an extra 7.
So 15 damage?
Yes.
Alright. So 4 of the 8 children hit. The 2 with the scimitars do 15 together. Where's my D4? Because the rest of them have improvised weapons. There it is. Okay, and the other 2 do 5. how do you want your children to do this?
They have been grieved by this capturing within this cell and this destroying place. It's all out of revenge, pure hatred, 1,000 little tiny jabs, and then the one that came in with the hard nat 20 scimitar blow, he takes the final killing blow. And I'm real proud of George.
And you're proud of George. Awesome. And so the final killing blow, they've all just come in and wailed on this guy, and the final killing blow, just a quick quick slice, making it not quite all the way through, but part way through, most of the way through the goblin's neck, killing it quickly. The
They
rest...
shout out the victorious battle cry that George and Jeffrey are the champion.
Wonderful. And the children join you in this battle cry, and just each of their classes have they get to level up after this, by the way. All of them. All the kids that helped kill this thing.
They're all little rogues now.
They're all little rogues.
Rogues and fighters.
And they're called my Oompa Loompa squad.
Please make this canon on page.
I'm thinking about bringing Calypso on page, and I will totally do this.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Yes.
Please do. Okay, awesome.
Next to a famine, a woman riding 12 children comes of age. It is the fifth horseman, slavery. Oh my
This will
god.
be canon. Half of them are named Jeffrey, the other half are named George, and I don't take the time to learn the actual difference between them.
Okay, awesome. While this is going on, Luxus,
Yep.
go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn, okay.
There are 4 goblins in front and 5 in back.
Oh, fun. Okay. I have no attack multiple people spell. So, I'm going to bonus action invoke my spiritual weapon
Okay.
and fire a blast at 2 separate goblins
Okay.
of Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
So that's 19 and then 8.
The 8 hit misses. 19 hits.
For 13 force damage.
The goblin explodes. Just
Oh! Hey, this is fun!
all right. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to do now that you have your spiritual weapon and 1 goblin in the back, right?
Yeah, that was goblin at the back.
Yep. In the back is gone. Rika.
Alright, so what's left?
4 in the back, 4 in the room.
4 in the back, 4 in the room?
Yep.
Are the 4 in the room all grouped together?
No, they're at one, basically at each corner.
Are the ones in the back all grouped up in a corner, grouped up together?
Yes. They're
Cool.
all in a line coming down a 10-foot hallway. 10-foot wide hallway.
Say a cube of a 5-foot cube would get a couple of them.
It's a 5-foot radius.
It just says you fill the air in a cube 5 foot on each side. Around
Gotcha.
Point.
So
it's like
Okay, so it should get. It should be able to get more or less a couple of them.
look, they cast Cloud of Daggers.
Okay, they have to make saving throws, right? Dex.
It says spinning back in the cube 5 feet from each side. Center on a point you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, or turn starts there. So it doesn't say anything about the.
So they just automatically take damage by you casting it on them.
Yep, like they auto take it, and when their turn starts in there, they take damage again, and it lasts for. Where is it? Duration. It's concentration up to a minute, so I have to keep it focused.
Cloud of Daggers. Okay, sounds good. That being said, anything else you're gonna do?
That's the damage the goblins take. No, I'm just gonna kind of hold tight and focus on my spell.
Cool. So, the two goblins that you were able to get with that are kind of in the same square since they're so small, they both get ripped to shreds. By these, they basically get put through the blender. The other two that are in the back, after seeing one of them pop and the other two blended up, I should probably tone this down a little bit. They're gonna start shooting at one at each of you. Okay. Oh, okay. So one of them nat 1 and the other one 20'd. So, Rika, you're gonna get hit by the 20.
Oh, that's not good.
And you take 10 damage.
And I'm down.
You are down. You are unconscious.
I am unconscious.
How much HP do you have?
Total.
How much? What was that?
15, 1-5.
At level 5?
Level 3. You told me it was level 3.
No, it was level 5.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well.
Give yourself
level 3 mark the whole time.
give you a couple extra health levels.
Okay.
It's not doesn't take much to roll it. It's a you're a what rate class again? A rogue is a D8.
I have everything. I can do it real easy.
Okay, cool. I'm like, you shouldn't be down after 2 hits.
It pretty well is level 3 though.
The other 4 are going to start taking aim at a variety of the children, starting and one of them at Calypso. First is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey and the Georges.
First is Jeffrey. Second is George. Third is Jeffrey. Fourth is Calypso. First is going to hit. Second is missing. Third is hitting. What's your AC, Calypso?
14.
Okay. So, 3 of the 4 hit. Roll me really quick a D... no, it's 8 plus... Let's say 0. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so the Jeffrey gets hit by an arrow but doesn't go down. He's level 1 now, so he has more than like 2 HP. The second one, George, gets the arrow goes right over his head. The third one, Jeffrey 2, is also gets hit but is still just up and fine. He gets hit in the shoulder. The fourth one, you take a grand total of 7.
I am down to 1 life.
And it's your turn.
How many goblins are left do we have?
4 in
the big one's down.
4 in the room and 2 in the back.
Well, I'm gonna split my party of 7 children in half before going to the one. Actually, I'm gonna.
You have 8.
I'm
No,
gonna
you have 7.
split
You're right.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my little 7 and I'm gonna send 2 to one on the farthest one on the left, or wherever he may be. I'm gonna send 3 to the next one.
Okay.
Another 3 to the next one, and then my last one with the scimitar. I'm gonna send. Oh no, that's all of them.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack a goblin by myself. So 3 attacking one goblin, 3 attacking another. My scimitar buddies are going at it, and then I'm gonna attack one myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Let's go. 21 to hit.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Oh, and I don't get no sneak attack this time. So 8 damage.
They get 8 damage. Okay,
Yes.
the goblin you attacked is dead.
Oh, good.
All right, and two of the groups have swarmed one of the goblins well enough, and they just like hammer them down just perfectly. One of the scimitar children just takes it. It's your pick, Jeffrey or George.
Jeffrey gets the kill this time.
Jeffrey gets the kill this time. Just runs up and slish. The goblin is cut in half. The ones in the back are terrified.
I'm just gonna turn my whole army around and raise my hands with my hair slightly swifting behind me and tell them come play in my fun house.
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Horrifying.
I would have gone a toilet guard, flush them away.
11. 11 for my intimidation.
11 for your intimidation. All right, so
Yes.
and roll with advantage.
Alright. Okay, the 11 was higher.
The 11 was higher.
Yes.
All right, so with the 11, they're more afraid, but they're backing up a little bit. They're just kind of they're still willing to fight, but they're shaking. Luxus.
Alright, so he uses his bonus action to move the spiritual weapon close to a goblin if it wasn't already. Has the spiritual weapon attack, which is... Oh, I just minimized my screen for some reason. Oh, great. 7 damage, minimum damage, to one of the back goblins. And then 2 Eldritch Blasts to a single respective one each, which is 10 to hit and 18 to hit. Assume the 10 misses.
What was that roll one more time?
10 to hit or 18 to hit for Eldritch Blasts, 7 damage for the spiritual. Oh no, that's 7 to hit with the spiritual weapon.
The 10 misses, the 17 does hit.
Okay, so just one of them gets hit with force damage. One of the however many at the back.
The last one's friend pops beside him. And he turns and he starts to run. Well, he looks like he's about to run. It's not his turn yet. Rika.
How do I want to do this? Let's make this simple with some at second. No, I already used my second level spell with Copper Daggers. Dang it! Oh, well, at first level then, do some dissonant whispers.
Okay. A wisdom save? That's a failure.
Sweet, so that's 3d6. That's not too bad. I'll take it.
Alright, the last one just kind of falls to the ground. Collapsed. You are left in a room full of goblins and cheering children. And what looks like to be a large vault with an enormous Mickey Mouse symbol carved into it.
Can I approach one of the main 2 super children, Jeffrey?
Okay.
I just want to like smudge up a bit of blood off the ground and like Simba style rub it across his forehead and say, I name you Death King.
You name me Death King? Okay.
That is his new title.
Jeffrey the Death King.
As a great warrior.
Jeffrey the Death King, okay.
Yep. And then he's just going to walk over to the safe and see if
there's what?
If there's any like obvious opening mechanism.
I carry Jeffrey the Death King on my shoulders as I continue to go with my tiny army of the other 6 children up to the vault.
Okay. So you bring them up to the vault, and you all kind of check for opening mechanisms. And as you reach for it...
Wait.
What?
I want to check for a trap.
Check for a
Well,
trap.
like this is bound to be.
Sure. Roll an investigation.
Oh my, it's gonna be a solid 2.
It looks
That was a
safe.
natural one.
Say it looks just fine. It looks like a safe. That is safe.
Okay, continue on then.
Okay? No, you continue on. You do what you're doing.
Okay,
You guys,
well,
yeah.
is there an obvious mechanism to open it?
There is what looks like a tiny... Well, with your investigation, nothing obvious.
Alright, Mr. Laserbeam from the Palms. You should try to open this one with that same effect.
I'm going to go ahead and roll an investigation check just to see if there's something else missed.
Sure.
There it is.
I might as well roll investigation as well. I assume we would all look around there. 16 plus 1.
16 plus 1. With a 16 plus 1, you can tell, as you're checking around it, you notice a series of notches and knobs that you can pull.
I pulled them all.
You pull them all. As you're pulling various different ones, eventually roll an intelligence check for me. Just a flat intelligence.
Flat intelligence of plus 1. That's 6 plus 1.
So with a 6 plus 1, you're able to move a couple of them, but you get stuck about after two things moved.
Hey, Johnny, you like those colorful cube thingies? I think this is like a game.
What you do notice as you've moved a couple of them is there seems to be some kind of imprint underneath these latches that have been moved. You can't quite make out the shape at this point. At this point, other than it's slightly rounded on the bottom.
Okay. I called the other two over to let them see.
I will travel over with my tiny army of Jeffreys and Georges and come investigate.
Are the Jeffreys and Georges helping?
No, they're more my little death machines than my helpers.
Okay. Sounds good. So everyone just roll one intelligence save. Or not save, check.
Will I go again, or?
Yeah, go ahead. All three of you.
Not 20 plus 1.
Okay.
11 plus 4.
Okay.
Just a second. 10 plus 2, 12.
Okay. Enough of you have gotten successes, and especially with a very high success. Between the three of you, you guys are able to open all of the latches, leaving just one, what looks like to be a tiny handprint. It's the imprint is of a hand. The indent is that of a handprint.
Death King, come, thy service is needed.
And then,
We'll send Jeffrey the Death King.
sure. Right above the handprint, by the way, is the phrase, "Only the purest of hearts can enter." That's been revealed as you've moved stuff.
Okay, so that's none of my kids.
We've got some kids hiding in the hiding amongst the cages back there.
Oh, we'll go back and get little the little one that had the parents. There. He's gotta be pure.
Gotta walk off.
Okay, so you go back to go grab this child. The rest of the goblins have kind of vacated the area. They saw what was going on, and they're like, "Nope, we want none of this." And so they've just kind of left. The castle has been emptied, leaving a few of the children still there with a couple of the parents, with the two parents that you'd met.
Did they not get killed when we abandoned them with 6 goblins who were fighting it? Being intruders?
They had been tied up. There's cut ropes on the floor nearby.
I kind of walk up and like, hey, we're gonna need some help. Who wants to come help?
You help us with this, and we'll help you out of the castle. So come on, little pure of heart. I don't know, Scott.
Scott.
With this vault.
The parents are like, if you'll help us get out, that'd be wonderful.
We need to make this place the most magical place on.
Okay. They follow you back into the room with the vault.
I'm going to have, now named him Scott, I'm going to show him the little handprint and be like, do me a huge favor. Put your hand in there.
Very nervously, little Scott plants his hand in the middle of the handprint, and it begins to glow. The vault starts to go and opens.
Keep your hand there. Let go, and I know Jeremy might do something.
Inside of the vault is a very large variety of gold and silver and diamond editions of old movies.
God damn it.
A light mist flows out from it as well, as these movies, the gold and diamond and silver editions, have been placed around what looks to be a frozen body.
Oh gosh.
Can I find the diamond edition of the 1973 Disney Robin Hood film?
Yes.
They're gonna see us and kind of be like, well, that was stupid, and kind of turn and walk away from the vault.
I take this diamond edition of the Robin Hood film to the story of my ancestors.
Any...
You're ancestors. What are you talking about?
You can find any edition of any Disney movie in that vault.
I'm gonna send in one of my children of my army, one at a time, and tell them they can have one movie of the DVD collection.
I sneak Jeremy a second DVD.
You can have one movie, get one piece of candy.
They're my army, okay? If I give them too much coddling, they might not be my army.
Well, I'm gonna sleight of hand Jeremy a second DVD. That's a nat one. I just yeet it across the room to...
You pull it out. You pull it out. It just kind of it flies out. It goes across the room by accident. Like, oops, that was an accident.
Irene turns away and starts looking at frozen.
What's up?
In the corner.
It actually so happens to be that you can see poking out from underneath the Walt Disney's body is various copies of the movie Frozen.
Can we kill this thing before it comes back to life? Because that happens a terrifying amount. Like, literally every other day, someone's coming back to life. Yes, no? Glowing purple hand raises to the guy's face.
Yeah, sure, let's wake him up. Maybe he's the Bolt and we'll get, better.
Wake them. Okay. Lowers the hand. Oh god, if he's a zombie, I hope he kills you first.
He's so... eventually, over the course of a few minutes, he thaws and eventually steps out of the vault. Hand to his head as if he's just gotten over a very long hangover. And looks at you all, congratulates you, and proceeds to just walk out of the castle.
If he's just leaving, I am going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him as his back is turned. Just no hesitation if he's not going to. Actually, I also have a spiritual weapon, so can I try and hit him with all three? Just 2 Eldritch Blasts and a spiritual weapon?
I mean, you can, yeah.